Hi, I'm Wild Bill, and I'm going to do a quick mything persons today about Prometheus again, his brother Epimetheus, and Zeus, who was a child of Titans and really a Titan himself, but became the sun source of the Olympian gods. I say that in quotes. Lucifer, Prometheus, Asgard, Loki, Hermes, Coyote, the so-called trickster gods. Now, Prometheus is the runaway favorite of my Patchworld series, though he doesn't appear till book 4. Hesiod and Homer dance around the story, but in truth, Prometheus is an advocate for the human race, the only advocate of the human race in all of Greek mythology. Forethought loves humanity, because humanity loves forethought. Prometheus and Epimetheus, brothers, forethought and afterthought. Ask yourself, who made Pandora's box? There's nothing left inside it but the hope that things won't get worse. From the Wiki. According to Hesiod, when Prometheus stole fire from heaven, Zeus, the king of the gods, took vengeance by presenting Pandora to Prometheus' brother, Epimetheus. Pandora opened a jar left in her care containing sickness, death, and many other unspecified evils, which were then released into the world. Though she hastened to close the container, only one thing was left behind, usually translated as hope, though it could also have the pessimistic meaning of deceptive expectation. Which means, in effect, that Zeus is our enemy. He punished both Prometheus and humanity. He punished Prometheus because he, Zeus, had specified that, quote, the humans are to be kept in a savage state, so we will be better comforted by our superiority, end quote. No fire, no buildings, no protection from either predators or the elements. In other words, Zeus is the enemy of civilization. You know, at this point, I had to sit and consider my words, and I realized I had raised a confusing dichotomy thought. Damn. Consider that Eden is a race memory of pre-civilization. Food on the trees, no need for aggression or despair, short lives, but absolutely fulfilling, like the lives of apes. Not the pastoral ideal, which is today's dream, but the hunter-gatherer or nomadic ideals. Pygmies in the jungle, or perhaps a herd of sheep or goats, a sword and a sling, a wife to give you helpers and chew the leather, a grazing land on the frontier. Towns, the sedentary lifestyle, they're for the old. Think about it. When you're too old to wander the migratory routes, you give your flock to your sons and go live in a town. Or, ever the rugged individualist, you simply sit down and wait for the wolves to return you to the soil, the hard way. Most of us choose towns. Son of a gun, I think I'm onto something here. Civilization is for the old. It's about things the old want. Old people become more acrimonious, more acquisitive, and more stable, predictable. They, we, want a wall around existence, a house, a flush toilet, someone to take away the garbage. Contrast that with the young, who only need open frontiers, a flock of goats, a sword and a sling, a wife, and 10 basic laws. And as expected, youth fades, and once old, retires to the towns, and complains that the young are too pretty, that they should cover up more of their bodies. Maybe Zeus was our friend after all. Maybe Prometheus was a control freak who forced us to live in cities. I'll need a lot of weed to figure this one out. Anyway, I have 2 notes to make. One is when I talked about all you need is 10 laws, you also need a group of old men to hash it out case by case. And when I talked about that the young should cover up more of their bodies, that's also known as religion. This is Wild Bill.